Have you ever woken from a dream so strange that, for a few seconds, the real world felt less real than the dream? Maybe you were falling, running, hiding, or searching for someone you could not find, while your body lay safely in bed. Now imagine the same thing happening long before bedrooms, clocks, doors, pillows, hospitals, or even written language existed. Imagine a tiny human group sleeping near a fire, while snow moves outside the cave and the forest makes sounds in the dark. One of them opens his eyes. His heart is racing. Nothing is attacking him, yet his body is already afraid. He has just dreamed of teeth in the shadows, footsteps behind him, and a familiar voice disappearing into the cold night. To us, a dream can feel random. To ancient humans, it may have felt like a message from a hidden world. But here is the mystery. Why would the human brain create danger while the body is trying to rest? Dreams are not a modern invention. Long before cities, screens, and stress emails, sleeping minds were already building impossible worlds. The question is not only what ancient humans dreamed about, but whether those dreams did something important for survival. We cannot know the exact dreams of Ice Age people. No dream fossil remains buried in the ground. But we can study sleep, memory, fear, nightmares, and the world ancient humans had to survive inside. And when we put those pieces together, a strange picture appears. Dreaming may be tied to danger, memory, grief, and stories. Maybe dreams were not useless pictures. Maybe they were one way the brain practiced being human in a dangerous world. So tonight, follow one small prehistoric stickman into sleep and into the oldest theater ever built, the dreaming mind. Before we talk about dreams, we need to understand sleep itself, because ancient sleep was never protected by apartment walls, locks, or soft light. There was no locked door, no electric light, no police phone number, and no guarantee the night would stay quiet until morning. A sleeping human is strangely helpless. The eyes close, the muscles relax, and the outside world can move without asking permission. For an Ice Age group, sleep had to happen near warmth, near other bodies, and near someone who could notice danger. The fire was not decoration. It was light, heat, protection, comfort, and a glowing border between the tribe and the darkness. Beyond that border, the night could hide wolves, big cats, cold wind, falling stones, strangers, or simply the wrong path. So the ancient brain entered sleep with a problem. Rest deeply enough to survive tomorrow, but not so deeply that danger wins. This may be why human sleep is not just a switch turning off. It is layered, shifting, and surprisingly alert. Around the fire, some people slept, some moved, some stirred, and someone may have woken at the smallest sound. In that world, a nightmare was not just entertainment. It could wake the body, sharpen the senses, and force attention back. Imagine dreaming of a predator near the cave, then waking to hear a real branch crack just outside in the darkness. Maybe the dream was wrong. Maybe it was only fear. But in prehistory, false alarms were sometimes safer than silence. The brain that imagined danger too often might suffer, but the brain that never imagined danger might not last long. This does not mean every dream was useful. Dreams can be chaotic, strange, emotional, and impossible to explain clearly. But in a world where night could kill, even a strange dream may have carried the faint smell of survival. Modern science suggests dreams may be connected to memory, emotion, learning, and the brain sorting through experience after a difficult day. Now place that idea inside a prehistoric day. Walking far, tracking animals, reading clouds, sharing food, and avoiding danger. Every day filled the mind with details that mattered. Where the herd moved, where ice cracked, where a child almost fell. At night, the sleeping brain may have replayed pieces of those experiences, mixing real memory with fear, imagination, and strange symbols. A dream could turn a rustling bush into a monster, or a lost path into an endless, dark forest. But even distorted dreams might help the brain mark certain memories as important. Remember this place? avoid that sound. Some researchers have proposed that nightmares may simulate threats, like a rough rehearsal for dangerous situations before they happen. Think of it as the brain building a dangerous stage, then forcing the dreamer to run, hide, freeze, or search. The dream does not need to be accurate. It only needs to train attention toward what fear thinks matters most. That may explain why modern humans still dream of being chased, trapped, watched, lost, exposed, or unable to move. Our streets changed. Our shelters changed. Our predators mostly vanished from daily life. But the dreaming brain is older. The ancient stickman does not dream of email deadlines. He dreams of losing the fire, losing the group, losing the path. Because for him, losing those things could mean more than discomfort. It could mean cold, hunger, isolation, and death. So the dream becomes a dark classroom, not with words on a wall, but with fear moving through symbols. And when morning comes, the dream may fade, but the feeling remains. Pay attention, stay close, remember the dark. But ancient dreams were probably not only about predators. They may also have been about faces, voices, love, and loss. Imagine someone in the tribe dies during winter. The group wakes, eats, moves, and survives, but memory does not vanish. Then, one night, the dead person returns in a dream, speaking, walking, laughing, as if the fire still held them. For a modern person, this is emotional. For an ancient person, it may have felt like contact with another reality. Could dreams of the dead have shaped early ideas about spirits, ancestors, or hidden worlds? We should be careful here. We cannot say dreams created religion. Human meaning is too deep, too complex, and too old for one simple answer. But dreams may have made absence feel strangely present, turning memory into an experience that seemed alive. Around the campfire, a dream could become a story. I saw him again. He stood beyond the snow. Others would listen. Some would fear it. Some would remember. Some would connect it to places, animals, weather, or warnings. In this way, dreams may have helped private emotion become shared meaning inside a small human group. A child hears the dream and imagines a world beyond the cave wall, beyond the trees, beyond the stars. Maybe this is one reason humans became storytelling animals. We did not only see the world, we saw worlds inside sleep. And once a dream is told aloud, it no longer belongs only to the dreamer. It becomes part of the tribe. The fire turns faces orange. The dark presses close. The story grows larger than the person who dreamed it. Before books, before temples, before written myths, there may have been dreams remembered beside the fire. Now return to the modern bedroom. The window is locked. The lights are off. The phone is beside your hand. You are safer than almost any ancient human could imagine. Yet your dreams may still throw you into danger. You run from something unseen. You fall from a height. You lose your way. You search for someone who disappeared. The setting is modern, but the emotions are ancient. Fear, separation, exposure, helplessness, urgency, and the need to belong. Maybe our dreams are not exact messages from the past, but echoes of problems the human brain had to solve. Stay with the group. Notice the sound. Remember the path. Protect the child. Do not let the fire die. These are not thoughts most of us speak each day, but they may still live beneath modern life. Today, the predator becomes an exam, a boss, a stranger online, a silent room, or a future we cannot control. The ancient brain uses new costumes for old fears, dressing survival alarms in the images of our current world. That is why a dream can feel silly after breakfast, but terrifying while you are trapped inside it. For ancient humans, the dream may have been a warning, a memory, a rehearsal, a grief, or a story. For us, it may still be all of those things, hidden under blankets, glowing screens, and quiet ceilings. The small prehistoric stickman wakes before dawn. The fire is low. The tribe is breathing softly behind him. He looks into the dark, then up at the stars, carrying a world no one else can see. And maybe, before humans wrote history on stone, skin, or paper, They first dreamed it in the night.